Who does not want to become successful? We are all craving to be successful in life. Let that be a small child or an adult. Right from the childhood, we all teach and we engross the thought of being successful so much that success is something which ought to be achieved. Everyone must achieve success. Everyone must be happy in being successful. That's what we have always listened to. But are we going to achieve a stressful success, or do we want a peaceful progress? Well, choice is yours, well, choice is ours, but what do we go for and what are we going behind is a thought to be pondered on. And I would like to spend some time with you thinking on this, working on this. So, let us talk with a small example. I've read in a newspaper, somewhere in some popular newspaper, which cited an article which gave some insights into a research work done with a group of visually challenged men. Well, they were all asked a question. These visually challenged men, whom we generally say they are unfortunate that they could not see the world visually. Well, I would say they are fortunate that they had the freedom or they had the leeway of viewing the world the way they want, imagining the world the way they want. But well, they were all asked a question, and how they have never seen human beings or the nature or anything around them through their eyes, literally through their eyes, but they have always imagined how human beings look like. So, they were all asked a question, what in your mind does a human being look like? How does he look like? How do you think a human being would be? So, they came up with a lot of interesting answers, especially some of them said all human beings are tall and slender and sleek. Some of them said those who look fat are actually like a bottle. So, but interestingly, all of them perceived the face of human being to be peaceful. Some people who have never seen the world through their eyes, if they can perceive all of us being peaceful, that means good Lord above, good God has made us to be peaceful. We human beings ought to look peaceful in our faces. Now, let me ask you, look at around yourself, look at about everybody. How many of us are truly peaceful when we look at each other? How many of us are really, really calm when we look at each other? Well, you will have your own answers, but where are we rushing to? Where are we going ahead to? Everyone is striving to achieve some material, some riches. I want name, I want fame, I want to be popular, I want to be doing different things, and we are engaged in so many different activities. Well, let me ask you one thing, and as we go around this video, or as you read or as you talk with me, how many magical moments in life do you live on an everyday basis? Now, when I say magical moments, I don't mean the magic when your turnovers are high. I don't mean the magic when you have become a millionaire or a billionaire. I don't mean the magical moment when you have had the highest degree in your life. I mean the magical moments where you do not look forward to the future, where you do not have to wonder about the past, where you live in this simple moment of today. Let's say, for example, where you enjoy the rainfall, where you enjoy the dewdrops, where you enjoy being with yourself, just sipping a coffee and looking at the window and staring miles away in front of you. Those moments, how many magical moments do you have? Well, it gives a sudden pause to ourselves. Do we really have that magical moments with us? Do we really mean to have? A photographer was once, a natural photographer was once asked, what gives you the passion to continue this job? So, he very beautifully replied, you know, the passion or the enjoyment that I get to be a natural photographer is because this profession forces me to look at the very details in the nature. I enjoy to the best, or I enjoy to the core when I see a bird feeder feeding its children, when I see a mother bird feeding her children, when I see the natural ripples in the river, when I see a small boat, a child playing with a small boat, when I see multiple different things in the nature. Well, with that, you all can ask, we all can't be photographers. That's not practical. We might not be photographers by profession, but we definitely have those magical moments within our lives. Only thing is, we do not realize where those magical moments are in the rush of, you know, running away from life or running for life. Now, let me ask you one more thing, and as you talk, can we write down something? How many magical moments, or what are those special moments in our life which gives us immense pleasure? Trust me, ladies and gentlemen, please take down those things and literally write it down, the things which really makes you happy. To your surprise, once you read it, you will totally be surprised. Like I was surprised, many fellow workers whom I have tried these small activity with, and many of them get totally surprised, because when we read, none of those success factors will be there on the list. What will be there on the list would be shopping with my friends, shopping for no reason, or buying groceries, talking to a lady who's a vendor or a fish lady just next to the market, or just having a morning walk in the early morning, dewdrops. Those will be the things which would have given you immense pleasure. But how much time do we spend in doing those little things that matter the most to us? Hardly any. We rarely spend some time in doing this. Then what are we busy with? We are busy with things which are totally stressing us down. We are busy with comparing our achievements with somebody on there. We are busy with handling competition. We are busy with running the rat race called life. At the end of it, what do we need? We need peace. But if that does not exist, it could not be called a success. I would say, if success does not lead you to happiness, if success does not lead you to contentment, if success does not lead you to some kind of satisfaction or being happy, it does not mean success at all. So now, how to achieve this something called as peaceful progress? Let me very interestingly quote some words from Maharshi Ra, who has very logically and philosophically said, life does not postpone your death, so why postpone your life? So when we see both enjoyment and work, or enjoyment and life as two different things, earning and life as two different things, is where there is a problem, where we keep postponing. Okay, let me read all these books once I am settled. Let me go to a park once I am settled. Let me take a vacation once I make so much of money. Both are independent of each other. One need not compromise one for the other. Now, how does that happen? It happens because there is something called as waiting that we need to practice. Now, how to wait? I will tell you a subtle difference between waiting and waiting for. Waiting means when you are waiting, you are just waiting. You have done your job and you are waiting there. Now, for example, a farmer. A farmer has plowed his land, he has planted his seed. Now, all he has to do is he has to just wait. But instead of wait, if he is waiting for something, if he is waiting for the seeds to come up, if he is waiting for the plant to come, if he is waiting for something to happen, what will happen is he will become so restless. He will want it to come at fast. You will become restless. You are so anxious. You will do multiple things for it to come up. You just don't wait. Similarly, let us say you have gotten into an elevator. So, if you get into an elevator, we press the key and we wait. But if you wait for the floor to come, if you wait for it to reach, then you are restless. You start walking here and there. Your walking will not bring the lift down at an earlier speed. It will be the same. So, there is some practice that we need to do. We got to wait till the results come, not get anxious, not run around, not spend the whole life or spend the whole circle of life into things which are only material. There are things which makes you happy, there are things which gives you a lot of pleasure. It's always important to take some time off of it. So, And at the end, the total conclusion for whole of this thing is, let's spend time towards something which we like to do, towards something which gives us immense pleasure, at the same time which also leads us to success. So let's practice this waiting, let's practice the patience, let's do something which leads us to peaceful progress and not stress ourselves with the definition of success which we all want to achieve. Thank you.